Hi and welcome. We're the Weasley sisters. I'm Jessica, also known as Naturally Nitty, and this is episode 261.
Yes, and I am Alina, also known as Starnet. Today is July 30th. This is our monthly podcast. If this is your first time watching, welcome. We podcast monthly. If you're a regular, thanks for coming back. Sorry we've been so sporadic.
Yeah.
We hope to be more regular in the future.
Yes. So grab your knitting, pull up a chair, and craft along with us. Um, yeah, I feel like just summer and COVID and craziness has just thrown us all off.
Yeah, and I'm sure we're not the only ones.
Hmm. Anyways,
So let's get on with our normal podcast.
yeah,
Mojo, do you have any mojo?
I do. I finished this tank top by Tony. Oh, what was her last name? I wrote it down. Lipsy.
Yeah,
TL Yarn Crafts is her handle on
Instagram
Instagram and wherever else.
and Ravelry, I think.
Yeah,
And I think that's her website too. .com.
yeah. So I think she knits for with like Lion Brand yarns
Mm-hmm.
or something. Anyways, she had a pattern sale. I think it was the month of June. I bought three different of her patterns, but I bought this one. Oops, where am I?
Yeah, I bought them too because pattern sales, part of it went to Black Lives Matter movement.
Ooh, anyways, there.
That's really cool.
I'm always like flip backwards on, and I can't move the right way. Anyways, it looks super cute. And I like it, and it's cotton, and it was super simple because I am not like I can crochet, but I don't always follow the most complicated patterns or anything. Not that this was, but it was nice. It had a different stitch that I learned, and then once I got the hang of that, it went a lot faster.
Yeah,
But yeah, it's basically just two squares that you seam together at the tops. You do some neck shaping on the front, and then you seam it down the side, and that's it. Super easy and super cute.
yeah. I saw the pictures of you wearing it that you posted to Instagram, and I was like, oh, that is so cute. I need to finish mine because I had started one. But you've lost a ton of weight. Can I just say that? Like everyone notices, but it just looks you look really good. So
Oh, thank you.
congrats. But anyway, so any other mojo?
No, that's all my finished things.
So I have a mojo,
Okay.
which I still need to turn it in for the house cup. But I started this
Yeah.
baby surprise jacket, and our brother and sister-in-law had a baby, and it's a girl. So I had this yarn. Actually, I went to Joann's because ours are finally open again, and I went and they had this yarn. Let me find it on clearance for like $3. This way,
Anyway,
cupcake yarn, and this one's the DK weight.
okay.
Um, but it like is self striping, right? So look how cool that is.
Super.
So I knit it, and it's looking kind of washed out in the pictures, and actually, as I look at it on the screen now, it looks kind of washed out, but it's like a bright pink, gray, like a gray purple, and then like a brighter purple, and then like a pink, and then there's like that hot pink. So it's like striping. Oh, and then there's like a lilac here. So yeah, I just need to turn it in, and it's I made the size in the book. Um, this is the book I used, and it's just a baby size, so it's like up to 6 months. And I tried it on Aspen, and he's just about 6 months, and it fit him perfectly. So it's like perfect
He looks
for
it.
the new baby. So yeah, so I need to wrap it up and get it over to Jared and Sheilyn. So
That's awesome.
baby present number one. That's the only mojo that I have. Um, so we can move right on to whips, and I can talk about what else I'm working on.
Okay.
because I actually have like 4 or 5 people in my life who are having babies, so I actually cast on. So that sweater took about a little over half of the yarn. And I bought 2 skeins of it. I bought 2 skeins in a couple of colors. So I bought like this one too, which is like a muted grays and browns and greens and blues stripes because they were on clearance and they were like $3.
Part of
And
me
then
wants
I bought,
to go there and see if they have them at mine.
I know, and then I bought this one, which is like a bright blue and bright green. But I gave this one, yeah, it's showing really muted on the TV, on the screen. This one I gave it to Madison because she's knitting a sleep sack for Aspen. I was going to knit him a sweater, a baby surprise sweater with this, but she's knitting him a sleep sack, so I might not. But I started with the other half, another like just started like cast on basically, and I'm knitting the second row. So another baby surprise jacket because that took me like about a week with sewing in ends and sewing on buttons, which I'm notorious for being bad at.
I'm just gonna say you totally inspired me. I cast one on as well.
Yeah, and they're so easy to knit.
I've only made
Um,
it once before. Or
I've made a bunch, and actually,
well, actually,
um,
I made like a toddler size one or something.
yeah,
But
and I made a couple of child size ones, and I was looking on Ravelry, and a picture of one that I made for Bella when she was about 3, maybe 4, is up on the front page of the pattern for the child one,
cute.
which I think is funny. But anyways, um, I too am doing a summer tank. This is as far as I am. So mine's a little bit wider than yours, obviously. And I'm just slower. My mojo is like way low, but that one uses this yarn called Comfy Cotton. So this is the yarn that she designed it in, and it's called for. So I just bought that because
But I also used.
yeah, because she has it scaled up for all sizes. So I was able to just be like, okay, I only need 3 skeins, and I bought them. Instead of doing like math and figuring out what I had in my stash, I just bought it. What else am I working on? Oh, yeah. So this is the reason why I worked on a baby surprise jacket. So I was doing, for my order mission,
Yeah.
this wonderful shawl that I wanted to knit, but my mind is at the place where I just cannot follow a pattern. Like the baby surprise was like at the top of my following skills because this is as far as I got on my order mission. I didn't even get in to turn in for 25%, which I don't even know if it is 25%. But anyways, so this is like a wonderful pattern. And it's written in different sections. So you start it out circular and then you do it like flat and then it would be straight. So I was knitting it and I was like, oh, I'm going into the next section. So I started with the main color and then I went into the second section and then I did the third section. But then I was only a couple rows in and I was like, oh, I'm on section 4 and I was supposed to do section 3 or I'm on section 5 and I did like section I started section 3 and then finished section 4. Does that make sense? So I ripped back and redid it, but when I redid it, I did section 4 and skipped section 3. So I went from 1, 2, and then 3. So then because I was counting and I was like, why are these numbers not matching? And I figured that out. So I have put it on hold because I just can't for the life of me, even with the pattern right in front of me, follow a pattern, I guess right now. My brain is just fried. So I am actually doing section 4. I did section 4.
I don't even try to think about it right now.
I started section 3 to take place of section 4 because it's the same decreasing amount, so like the numbers matched, if that makes sense. I figured it out one day and that's what I'm going with. So I'm doing section 3 where section 4 should be, but it's also in timeout because I can't handle it right now. but it's like looking awesome, and I love the way it looks, like the dark teal with the light teal. So
Pretty.
pretty. So, anyways, that is yarn from Artistic Fibers, which is a local store here in Burlington. They actually are opening up a little bit more now after being closed for a while. And I think I saw on Facebook they're doing an outdoor knit night, like social distancing in the parking lot, which I think is cool. So, yeah, that's my work in progress. That's why I did a baby surprise jacket, because garter stitch, and even that, like I messed up. Like if you look in the corners, the first couple of decreases I did wrong.
Yeah. It's okay for a baby.
I just can't even think. I don't know what my problem is. I mean, I do know what my problem is. I just can't process things right now. So yeah,
That's okay.
but I'm working on this this crocheted tank, and it is really easy, but it's just
that's why I did that. That was my like first project. I had it wherever I went, and I worked on it, and then I finished that, and I was like, I should make something else. And then you had just finished the baby surprise jacket. I'm like, I haven't made one of those in a long time.
Yeah.
And I have a coworker who's pregnant and due pretty soon. I think she is having a boy. So I picked up or not picked up. I have some knit picks, fleecy sport in my stash, which I think were intended for socks for the kids, but I was like, whatever. Like, I don't have enough sock yarn. Anyways, so I think I had knit Truban socks out of them when he was like 3. So like I had 2 balls that were like halfway used, and I'm almost through the second one. And then I have one more ball, so I hope that'll be enough.
I think it should be.
But yeah, I'm pretty far along. I was hoping to try and finish by the end of the month. I don't know.
You have till tomorrow.
Yeah, so we'll see. I work tomorrow as well, so.
Oh, okay.
But I just love watching the stripes and stuff. It's so much fun. That's all I have been working on knitting and crochet wise, because like you, I just can't think. So simple and easy is the name of the game for me.
Yeah.
But I'm spinning a crap ton.
Okay. I have only spun a little bit, and it was last month. So last time we talked, I was spinning on my Cormo, my last full skein of Cormo. I finished it, and I got 208 yards. And so I have a little bit left on the bobbin, like it was uneven. So I had just finished it off really late last month to turn in for a class. So I have a little bit left on the bobbin that I'm just going to play with until I get it out, all of it. So I have like a half, it'll be like a really small skein that won't count for anything that I'm just going to spin. So I have enough for a sweater because I have all of the yarn here.
Yay!
And then I need to give it a bath. But
did you decide if you're going to dye it or not?
I have not decided yet. But I remember talking last time about the wristbands that I got from Amazon. I got like 500 for like maybe $5 to $6. So they're that Tyvek material, so you can write on it with Sharpie, and then you can stick it on, and then it can get wet and it will be fine. So I'm just gonna like write on it and then wash them so that the skeins are like
what they
themselves. Yeah. So I just wanted to show. Of course, I got green, but they had all different colors. So like that is like a really low investment for what you can get out of it. Yeah. But that's all the spinning that I've done. Like I need to spin off the rest of that Cormo, but I just haven't.
That's okay.
So yeah. Okay, it's your turn. You can talk about all the spinning, which you've been doing a ton of.
I have. Well, I participated in Tour de Fleece,
which I totally missed here. Like totally.
And the main reason was I got my dataless spinning wheel.
Oh, that's so pretty.
So I was running it through its paces. Okay. Well, I think I showed this last time. Maybe I didn't.
No, you talked about
I think
it
I
was coming.
okay. So the first thing I did was I had finished spinning up. Then this isn't even in the notes, I don't think. This is a Tour de Fleece, not Tour de Fleece, Three Waters Farm mashup. One ply is merino tencel, and the other ply, I forget, maybe Rambouillet or maybe not. Maybe I don't know. I don't have notes right here. Anyways, two like kind of different type things, but I really like the effect of putting that tencel in only the one strand and then having it throughout.
Yeah.
It totally like tones down. This was like a super colorful braid next to like a grayish purpley in the tencel blend. Um, but yeah, so I applied this on my data list. That was the first thing I did with it,
I
just
think
to
you talked about spinning it.
yeah, because I was in the middle of spinning it, I think, and I spun the singles on my shot.
Yeah.
Um, obviously, because that's all I had at the time.
It looks like really fall-like, the
It,
colors. Like from here. So I'm
yeah,
sure that the colors are like brighter in person.
yeah, they are a little bit brighter than on the screen. I'll say, like,
Like
yeah,
richer. Yeah.
yeah, that's
I
like
like
a
it.
like a neon-y green right there.
Yeah, I like
But but yeah, it totally toned it down a little bit. I mean, because I love color, but sometimes braids of fiber are like so colorful, like you don't know how you'd wear them or
that.
whatever.
Right.
I don't
Like
know.
I have a few, like can you see behind me the fluorescent?
Yeah.
I haven't spun it yet.
Um, but I really like this. I think it'll be a shawl of some type because I need all the shawls.
Right?
Next thing I did was I got some Southern Cross fiber, club fiber that I had laying around. I I don't know. I'm so horrible about writing stuff down. I didn't write what it was.
Well, did you say the tags at least?
I think it's yeah. But they're like I'm so disorganized right now.
Oh, okay. I keep them on my wheel.
I think it's BFL. It's
Did
shiny.
you happen to post about it on Instagram? I'll go look.
I probably did.
Okay.
But I spun it thick and quick, just to like get it all on there. I fit
Mhm.
the whole 8 ounces, so it's two braids, on the one bobbin, which is amazing.
That is amazing.
And then Navajo plied it, so it keeps its color progression, so it's like it stripes. Truben requested a cowl out of this, so he's gonna be fancy in a man cowl. But it's super squishy and nice and lovely. It might have silk in there. I don't even know. I think it's just BFL. I don't know. Anyways, so there was that. Then I had showed you my fluff, my Lincoln uh,
Yeah,
Lester
it's
long.
DFL and Tessa Silk. I just looked it up.
Yes. Okay, I'm good. Thank
Right,
you.
yeah.
It also, actually, I totally forgot. It won me a prize because I was spinning for Team Data List.
Oh, cool.
I just posted on in their Facebook group because I don't know, like sometimes when you get so involved with all the groups, like I just forget where to do everything. Anyways, so I won a 4 ounce things of Cordell,
Oh, fun.
a cute little sticker,
Oh, that's yeah.
oops, and two little cup or bottle cozies.
Oh, that's cool.
And then here's the fiber. You'll like
Ooh,
that.
I like that one.
Frog pajamas. I think that's a fun name.
That is a fun name.
Anyways, so that was cool. That was like the first week you had to spin a skein of yarn. They had different things every week. It was fun.
That is cool.
Shove that back there in this hole. Okay. Then, oh yeah. So then I picked up my golden fleece sweater spin and I went a spinning. Oops, there's a leaf in that. This all needs a bath yet, but it's about 18,000
1800?
100 yards. I'm sorry.
Okay. But I'm like, that's a lot.
No,
That's
1,800.
like 10 sweaters.
I was like gonna say it the other way. Anyways, no, 1,800 yards. So yeah, I am happy with it.
That's like 2 sweaters worth almost.
Well, it's like,
Depending on what you knit it into.
yeah, I don't know. I have a, I forget what, capsule, I believe, by So Very Shannon, I believe is her Instagram name. It's like an open cardigan. It's got a funky like textured stitch that I wanted, just a plain colored sweater in, and it has pockets. So I'm excited about that. Maybe I could pull it up.
I like pockets.
I know. But yeah, so that was fun to spin. I think I got a little inconsistent on some of it. This looks a little thinner.
I know my caramel one. I was just looking at it. It's pretty inconsistent.
I'm like, there's some thin stuff right here.
Yeah.
And then
I think that just adds to it.
like, whatever. I don't care. Um, and then I finished that. It was still during Tour de Fleece, and I was like, I'm gonna start another another mashup. Um, so I did. And I had 6 braids of Three Waters Farm in Rambouillet, the fiber freed rather. So that it is really washed out. This is a lot brighter and more green.
It looks more foresty.
Yeah, it's a lot. It's brighter. I don't even know how to. I don't know. This part is more like lime.
Yeah.
But whatever. So I had 2 braids that were the same, and that's what this is, called Tender Greens. So I left those together. I'm going to do a 3-ply, true 3-ply. So this is going to be 1 ply. Sorry if I can put that. This was another two braids. This is 8 ounces on 1 bobbin. Isn't that crazy? And there's like room there. I think for singles, I could probably fit 12 ounces on there if I wanted. But they have fun bobbin ends. And then I am currently spinning. Oops, let me pick this up. I can see this. That one.
Cool.
More of the greens. And then there was another one that had pink in it. I think it was like brass pot, and I forgot what the other colorway was. But yeah, all Rambouillet, and I really like Rambouillet. It's nice.
Mm-hmm.
So I only
nice
have
and springy.
It is. I haven't spun with it too much. I only have a few more little bits. Oh, I can show that. So there's this colorway, and then the other.
Are you just randomly doing that, or are you doing it in order?
So I broke them up, I think, into equal. Like I split the braid in half widthwise, I'll say, or maybe in quarters widthwise, and then I split them lengthwise into like, I forget, like 4 or 6 or something. But then yeah, just like bundled them up into little things and threw them in here. And then I just grab, I know, like, you know, these are obviously different colorways. So I just like grab one and the other and like,
okay, that's cool.
Keep spinning. And that's what I did with all of them. And then I'm going to do the 3 plies together, and hopefully it'll be more like the green ply will tie it all together. Kind of like your common thread mashup that you did.
Yeah, which actually stripes.
Yeah, so it'll
be
a little bit more, well, because your common thread was not more. This is mainly greens. Like there's some different greens.
Yeah, mine was like a multicolored common thread. Just like jewel tones.
Yeah.
And then I had like others.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, I think that'll look really cool.
Yeah, I think it'll be fun. I do not have a certain sweater planned for it. I figure when it's done, I'll figure out what weight it is, and I'll go from there. Though I have a couple different sweater spins on the like already spun that I need to get knitting for, but right now spinning is.
I have the same thing. I was just gonna say that. Like I have my last mashup is sitting behind me over there in just waiting to be knit or crocheted, which I think from TL Yarncraft, she had this deal. So she had the 3 patterns that part of it went to Black Lives Matter. But then if you bought more of her patterns, you got like a percentage off. So I bought like 5.
Oh.
Because why not?
Not see that. I only got the 3.
Yeah. So she had this one, I forget what the cardigan's name is, but it's this big comfy cardigan. It's crocheted. And I was like, maybe I will use one of my mashups for that because like this big comfy cardigan.
That could be fun.
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't decided yet, but I bought it because.
Heck yeah.
So, yeah, I also have other patterns. I really don't know what to do with all the yarn that I have. I really need to knit it. And I have all this fiber that I really need to spin. And I just need to get out of my funk and do things.
I hear you.
Like you spinning all that much is like encouraging me to spin more.
Oh, good. I'm glad I can encourage you.
Yeah.
I got some stash from Knitting and Color.
Oh, that's pretty.
I know.
That's really pretty. I like the teals and blues. Oh, that's so pretty.
It's 4 different braids, if you cannot tell. Sorry, it's all like shiny with the window.
Yeah, so. I like those.
Yeah, they're kind of fun and beautiful. And I got it during the SSK market because I couldn't help myself. Sorry for the complaining. Another thing I got at the SSK market. Can I show that off? Are we done?
Yeah. Yeah, we can just go to randomness because I got stuff from the SSK market too. Which, oh, that's so cute.
It's a sticker. How cute is that?
Yeah.
And then I got these self-striping sockets, and I really
who is that
from Woolens and Nosh.
Okay, I like her name.
Yeah, it's cute, and she's really sweet. And I was watching, you know, all the videos or whatever, and she was showing off her stuff. And I just like it, you know, it has the alternating heel and toe, and cuff if you want color, but it's like not even the same. It's like a contrast. I like that.
Yeah.
So this one is called Mermaid Hair Don't Care. That was funny. And then this one is Femme Fatale.
Oh, that's cool.
But it's just grays and black and red. But I think they're pretty, and I'm excited. And they are superwash Corridale and nylon. So it's a different. It's not your run-of-the-mill merino that pills a lot or rubs through. So I'm excited to use these for socks. I think they will hold up really well.
They will.
She also had, I think she said she uses that blend and a basic striping, like they're all the same size stripes, just to keep the cost down. So these are super reasonable. I think they were $25 at the most for self-striping socket, which is
that's a really good deal. Yeah.
So I thought it was pretty awesome. And those are the only 2 things I got.
So I only got one thing, and I got it from Wild Stitchers. There we go.
Very cool.
There we go. I got a swatch gauge.
That's very cool.
Because I like it. And then I got one of these because I'm constantly looking for the ones that I have. And it comes with this so I can like hook it on to my interchangeable needles because I'm always like, what size are these again? Where are they? Yeah. So that's why I got that. But I got this. This is what I really wanted. Like I was watching all the videos and I was like loving all the yarn. And I went and looked at some, but a lot of this, and I like have so much sock yarn, but it's all like merino or merino superwash or merino nylon. And they don't last that long.
No.
And I have tons. So I've been using them for like shawls and whatnot, and I was thinking like sweaters, but so I didn't buy any. I didn't know that hers were Cordell. I should have like paid more attention, but I didn't buy any. But I had bought some last month from the Zombie Knit Apocalypse retreat, and I'm guessing that they're dyeing them because I still haven't gotten them. So yeah, but I got this. I'm so excited for it because it just like has it measured out, and you just like lay it down and count.
Yeah, no, that's cool. Did they have like a spinner's gauge too? I thought I saw.
They did, but I have one from mine's from what's their name? They live in Pittsburgh.
Don't know.
Oh, they were at SSK too. Hip Strings.
Oh, hip strings. Yeah, I don't have one of theirs for myself. I got one of their things for some swap thing.
Yeah. But
I had a spinner's gauge, but I don't know where it is. So
is it on your wheel?
No. Yeah,
then I can't help you. Sorry.
No. So now what I do is I just like cheat and wrap stuff around a piece of cardboard or cardstock so that I can measure. Like I don't know what the actual reps per inch are, but then I can like.
That's like really smart. I need to start doing that because I've seen you do that forever and ever. And then when I took that class with last year at SSK, what was her name? I'm drawing a blank. But I took those spinning classes, and she was saying like, have your spinner's control card and just do that, and then you take the yarn and double it back on itself so you can see what the ply structure will be and blah blah blah. You know, and I'm like, that's such a great idea. That's so smart.
It's easy. I usually do it around like the business card that they usually come in or what that the name is on or whatever. But Three Waters Farm just has it on like it's a sticker on here. So I just have a piece of cardboard. Didn't do that with this golden fleece sweater spin, which is why I did it with the next one because I'm like, I think it's a little inconsistent.
Yeah.
Whatever. You live and learn and then have to learn again and it works.
So anyways.
Yes.
We could go back to binging real quick.
Sure, yeah. Sorry. I'm like all over the place.
So I'm still kind of just reading randomly because I haven't really been doing much that isn't in front of like watching TV. Like I do sew some, like I've been sewing masks like crazy. But I really haven't been listening to many books. But I have been watching shows because like in the downtime, like when we're babysitting Aspen or whatnot, like trying to get him to sleep or whatever, you know, like we'll watch something. And I was watching for a while there. I was watching the Great British Bake Off, which everyone talked about and how amazing it was. I didn't realize until I watched it. And then I baked all the things. And the bread weeks, I went through and watched all the bread weeks then because so I watched the one season that was up first, like the 7th or 6th or I don't remember. And then I went back and went through and watched the one with Nadia in it because I watched the Nadia. The reason I watched the Great British Bake Off is because I watched the Nadia's Good Eats or Home Eats or Quick Eats. I forget what the name of the show is, but she has her own show where she shows you like these hacks for dinner and just like cooking really good food, but like cheaply and stuff. So, and I tried a couple of things that she made. Like, she has this like beef Wellington that I made. It was so good. And then she had this fish bake on potatoes. It's really good too. So I've made that a couple of times. You know, like just getting ideas for different like foods to make.
Yeah.
So then I went to watch the Great British Bake Off, but it like on Netflix it starts with the
wacky
newest season, and then you go down through the older seasons. It's really weird. So I watched that whole season, the newest one, and it was really good. And then I went back to find the one with Nadia in it because she won it like in 2015, I think. So that was like series 3, maybe 4.
Okay, I haven't seen that.
Yeah. Oh, sorry.
That's okay.
But no, that's why I went to watch it because I knew she had gotten that show from after winning it, if that makes sense. Um, I think it's Nadia's Good Eats, I think is what the name of the show is. It's really good to watch. But anyways, so then I watched the Great British Bake Off. So then I went and watched her season. And then I went and watched all of the Bread Week. And then I was like, okay, I need to stop watching the show because I'm obsessing. So then we still are watching like Gilmore Girls and Community, and I'm rewatching Magicians. And then I started watching with Bella Umbrella Academy because tomorrow they're coming out with the second season. So I'm excited for that. So, but then on Netflix, I watch this show because sometimes like I just don't want to watch stuff. So I want like reality TV. And so we watch like Married at First Sight and stuff like those crappy shows that you can't stop watching. So I started watching this Alone show on Netflix. And it was so crazy good. They're in the Arctic and they just go out there and live like alone, obviously. It's crazy. And like the stuff and I'm just like, had I watched this before everyone quarantined, I would have started like videoing every day like they do on the show because they like have to, they have their camera and they're like camping. It's not even camping because it's like surviving. Out there alone and they're like fishing or whatnot. And I'm like, I would totally have made like videos every day for that because it's crazy. But then I realized it's on the History Channel. So I went and we have the History Channel like with our our internet. We can sign into that. So I signed in on the History app and I've been watching like the old like I watched the very first season of it. Okay. And then we're on like the third or fourth season and Bella and Andy are like, you are so obsessed. I'm like, I know, I love the show. I would never ever do that, but I love watching these people like they build huts or they don't. And they just like survive and they fish or they don't. And then they like it's just crazy, like watching it. Just crazy. I think Joe would really like it.
We watched some show. I forget what it was. It was something about Alaska and like these couples had to like prove that they could live in the wild and like take over some awesome couples like mansiony place that they built from hand for the past like 40 years.
Yeah, I watched that too.
And so it was cool.
It was cool. And that's kind of why I started watching that Alone show.
It hasn't popped up.
Yeah. Well, now you need to go search for it because I can guarantee you that Joe would like it.
Yeah.
So they're only allowed to take like 10 things. And it's besides like clothes and stuff.
I would die.
I know. I watch that and I'm like, I could never do that and I would never do that, but that's crazy. Like the one guy like made a lute. I'm not even kidding.
Oh, what?
Like a lute, like a little like ukulele type thing.
Wow.
With 2 strings. And he was playing it and then he was like, I'm bored and he left. It was crazy. Okay. So it's like the craziest show in the world. But I'm like obsessed with watching it. Like totally obsessed. But that's like all that I've been doing. Like you do what you can right now, so whatever.
Yeah. I've been watching Gilmore Girls with the girls. Chloe really digs it. Leah's like, meh. She could care less. But then she gets mad if we watch it without her. So we have to wait for her, which is annoying sometimes. Chloe gets very upset about that. It's so hard to like keep track of who you watch or what you watch with who. I finished watching When Calls the Heart. They totally ended it horribly.
Oh, I didn't watch. I've only through like season 2, I think. Maybe 3.
Well, yeah.
Because there's only so much I can take of it. Like I'll watch it and I'll be like, okay, I need to stop because people are not this nice.
It was like sickly sweet.
Yeah.
I think I needed that. Like I needed a refresher of
humanity.
Yeah. So then I don't know. Well, I told you, I don't know if I said this in the podcast, but I was watching Alias or had wanted to watch Alias.
Mhm.
And then we visited Jared and Shiuan, our brother, back in March before COVID blew up. Um, and he had like the first 3 seasons, I believe, on DVD that he was just going to get rid of. And I was like, dude, I'll take them. So I brought them home and I started or tried to start to watch them. They wouldn't work down here through like we use our Xbox to
That's
play.
so weird. But
They
go on.
wouldn't work on my computer's disc reader. So then I like took it up to like the oldest DVD player that we had, which is upstairs, and it worked. And I watched the first season, and then I started in on the second season, and I watched like 2 episodes, and then like I don't know, there's no scratches. Like it's not the DVDs. It's so weird. Like sometimes
That is
Jared would get because he was in the military, so he would get like movies that were like Russian or whatever, like depending on where he was at the time. So like I can understand like certain things wouldn't play that way, but these ones were working. Like I don't know, it's the weirdest thing. I couldn't get him to play. So I like had to stop watching this show. This was back in March still. Um right in the beginning of season 2. So I was all pissed off. And then I was looking for it online, like to see if you could stream it anywhere, which I'd done beforehand and you couldn't, which is
yeah,
why
it used to be on Netflix.
Um, yeah, it had been on Netflix like years ago, which I had watched it the first time. And anyways, so it wasn't on anything. I was so pissed off. Well, then last week, maybe the week before, I was looking on Amazon Prime for something and I saw it was on there. So I was so excited. So I've been binging it. I'm on the 4th season right now.
That's so good. I
That's
have the DVDs. Now it makes me want to like watch the DVDs and see if they work.
like so good. I love a good spy, FBI, CIA type of.
So I was watching something and there was a girl on there and I'm like, what do I know her from? And I had to look it up. It was Nadia.
Oh, okay.
And I was like, no wonder I know her.
That
I
is
forget what she was. It was in some movie that, and I was just like, oh my gosh.
that's funny. Um, So we are also on the last movie of the Marvel marathon that we started last year. Oh my gosh. So it's not really a marathon because we did not watch it very fast.
But you had to have everyone home for it.
Yes. So we still need to watch Endgame. Um, but we're excited that we're getting there. Or I am rather.
Crazy.
And Trubin's on board, but everyone else is all like, meh. Like whatever. You guys are all punks.
That's funny.
um, but yeah.
That's hilarious.
We what else? Oh yeah. We've watched some of the British baking show. We don't watch it all the time. Or those like zoo shows. Leah is all about the animals. They're watching through like stupid shows like
I
Ant
hate them.
Farm and ugh.
I
So
can't
that's
stand
like
them.
go away and do sewing. I've been sewing lots of masks. I'm trying to get ready for them going back to school.
Yeah.
I sewed them all together. Now I just need to iron like 50 of them. Just kidding. There's not 50. There's like well, I counted. I think I did 48 this past week, like cut out 48. I've
So
made
that's pretty much 50.
8 for our neighbor, the girls' friends who they wanted 2 each and their mom wanted 2. And then who else? Oh, I made a couple for some people at work and then the rest are for our family. And then I have like a handful of extras because when people are like, "Oh, you make masks?" I don't want to have to like lug the sewing machine and all like crap out again. I can just be like, "Here, pick these."
Yeah. That's fun.
Because yeah, I don't know what it is about them, but I'm just like, oh, I'm so sick of them. Because
I
the
think
ones
it's because
wear,
they're kind of fiddly.
they are, but anyways, I'm getting there. I just need to iron, which is I think my least favorite part is the ironing and flattening them out, and then top stitch, and then they're good to go. So the main part of them are done, but it's been taking over my dining room, and I don't care. But anyway, that's pretty much what I.
So I haven't been on Ravelry much since they changed the logos and all that stuff because I noticed it was giving me headaches. And I switched it to the old way.
How do you do that?
If you go on the front page, up at the top, it says go don't need a break, go back to the old Ravelry, I think is what it said, or something like that. But I have a couple of people in my Instagram feed that I know from like different shows that I follow on Instagram, but they were saying that it causes they can't even look at the screen to switch it because they have like epilepsy and they like have seizures.
Really?
Yeah, like it's like a huge thing. Um, but like Ravelry is changing. I don't know. Like it's just craziness going on right now. And so like I haven't been on Rav much because of that. Two reasons. So like that's part of the reason why I haven't been doing too many crafting things. I think like I used to like go on and hang out in the house cup and play like just talking to people, but like I can't like handle it anymore. Like I mean I can handle it, but like I just don't do it much. Like I'll stop in every once in a while. Like I've been busy, but hearing like how Ravelry is dealing with these people with disabilities that can't access the website. Like how many people use the website that can't use it now? It's just that.
Yeah. So they're not going
Um,
to change it back or anything or fix
I
it?
I don't know. Like I'm not sure about everything. Like I just see what I have, what is posted by my friends who have um, problems with the website. Um, so like I know that Ravelry had a bunch of things like fill this survey out off the site, and they closed down all the threads that have been started, like people saying I can't use the site, or someone's like my friend can't use the site because they can't use the site, obviously. They closed all of those threads down and then did like a survey off site. So it's like not really, they're not being held accountable or anything, is what people are saying. Um, it's a crazy thing. But like I I'm worried for like designers and people who have their designs. Like a lot of designers are trying to find a new place to host their patterns because
Oh,
um
that's a headache.
yeah, well, I think they found some, I'm not sure where they found, but they're like trying because like if it's not accessible to everyone.
Yeah, that's horrible. I loved
Yeah.
it. Like it was always like your one-stop shop for
Yeah. Well, and I think that's what people are upset about. They're like they just switched it. They didn't like take into consideration people with disabilities, and they haven't like um said anything to like try and change it and fix it. Um I even saw this morning that some um computer smart people were like, I have seen a lot of things going on about Ravelry. If you want us to check out your website and see what we can do to fix it, contact us or something like that, like for free. I saw that this morning. So I don't know if they're going to do that. I really do hope they will because I mean, Ravelry was a place for people to like hang out, and if they can't, that's not cool.
you know.
So, anyways, I haven't been on Rav much because of that. So I've been playing Animal Crossing a lot, and I got tips the other day for like a month because I hadn't got them for a month. Um, and I took that tip money and I went to Walmart and I bought this. They have a new Zelda game for the Switch called Link's Awakening. It's like the old Zelda game, but it's like updated and new and like cartoony, and it's so much fun to play. But I'm still working on Animal Crossings, and then today I went to a friend's um, island in a dream because they have a new update today. Like if you can dream and you can visit people's islands. Anyways, I went to a friend's island, and her house is Hogwarts. Like you walk into the Slytherin common room, and you go into the back, and there's like Dumbledore's office. To the right is the Hufflepuff room. If you go upstairs, it's the Gryffindor thing, and then you went down to the basement, and it's a potions lab. So I'm not going to do all of that. I just basically went to potions lab and Slytherin. So she was like, watch these people on YouTube, and they tell you how to do it all. I'm like, okay. So I'm gonna do that because we restarted our Animal Crossing, so we like killed off basically our characters and started over, like deleted everything and started over. So I'm like starting over again, but it's kind of fun because we're like kind of like we have like better residents that we like, and we're just having fun with it. And now you can swim. It's like a crazy game, but it's so much fun, and I'm obsessed with it. And I'm watching YouTube videos on it.
Like the kids.
I am. I was just gonna say that. Like, we always complain about them watching like stupid shows, and then we sit there and watch like shows about like knitting and crocheting, like so whatever. But anyway,
the kids will do. They'll like watch YouTube videos about people building on Minecraft so they can build the same thing on.
Yeah, which is what I'm doing now because I will never ever pick on anyone ever again. But I'm watching one right. I just started watching one, and it was like, this is platform 9 3/4. I was like, oh, that's cool. I'm not gonna make like my whole island like that. I just want like a couple of rooms in my house. So yeah.
That sounds cool though.
Yeah. And I have like you can, so one thing about Animal Crossing is you can like upload designs, like you can make designs for like clothes or like walls or like the ground, and then you can like share it online and then like get it from other people. So I got Doctor Who, like the 10th Doctor, like his coat and shirt, and then I found 3D glasses to wear for like when he was doing the Void Space episode, and so I've been wearing that a lot. And then I have the 13th Doctor's outfit as well, and then I have all the Sailor Moon characters, or the main 5 Sailor Scouts, and then I have a couple of other things that I like got online. It's kind of fun, so it's just a little craziness. And then yesterday I went to Lauren's, which is our sister-in-law, her island, and she was like, "Oh, I have like so much," and she came first to ours and was like, "Do you need anything?" Like she was talking to Madison. I was like, "Oh, here, I'll add her. Give me your code, like because you have friend codes." And so she came and brought us the last 2 fruit that we needed, and then she dropped off a loom and a spinning wheel, which I hadn't found yet this time because I had it last time before we restarted. But anyways, long story short, I've been visiting people and getting like great ideas.
That's so funny.
So fun.
I wish I liked to play video games. I don't.
I really don't like many video games, but like Tetris and Animal Crossing.
You like Pokemon?
Oh yeah, that's true. Okay, I like
all the video games.
But like some of them that they have, like the Halo, or what's that other one with the dancing? They do that dance. Truby always plays it.
Oh, Fortnite.
Yeah, those kind of games I don't like. It's like the cartoony ones I can do. So yeah.
I'm not judging. I wish I liked to play. But I'd rather sit. Though Trubio is like, you should play Minecraft with me. I'm like,
yeah,
like,
I
watch you play, and I will knit with you. I will watch you.
Yeah. Bella and Madison are actually upstairs right now playing Minecraft, which is kind of funny. But they have like all these patches, like Candy Patch, so like everything's candy.
Yeah.
I forget what else they have, but they are playing that right now. And Aspen's up there hanging out with them. So funny thing. So we're still on randomness. He's gonna be 6 months coming up in a week and a half or so, which is crazy.
I can't believe it. He's getting so big so fast. He's such a cutie pie. Alena came to visit, and I got to hold him and snuggle him. He's so cute and squishy.
Yeah. So this is a picture of our dad holding him. So it's great grandpa and little Aspen. But yeah, like we are like kind of like widening the circle a little bit. So like, we can, but we're just seeing like family. And here's a picture that we took. Let me see. I'm trying to find a picture to show y'all. Because the kids went swimming. And so I took a picture of all the kids swimming.
This is really good.
And then I was trying to take a picture of just Aspen, and I was going to show you this, Jessica, and Madison, obviously, because she's holding him. But look at Truby in this.
Totally photobombing.
So it's kind of right here.
No,
I'll get really close so you can see it. It's really fun. But he's like such a chubby baby. It's so fun.
he's such a happy little guy for the most part. I mean,
Yeah. Until he gets
so I'm trying to like count these increases that I'm
oh
doing
sorry.
like 3 times.
So okay, well we're just kind of just chatting. So we'll let you guys go. Thanks for tuning in. We will see you next month for sure.
Yes.
It's a break month for the House Cup if you're still playing. Um, if not, we'll just talk about what we're knitting and spinning and all that stuff. And hopefully,
Anyways.
yeah. So, anyways, we will talk to you guys next month.
Bye.
Bye.